cloud security risks, threats, and best practices to follow. When it comes to storing your most sensitive data, the days of clunky file cabinets and flash drives are over. The cloud has proven itself as a cyber-safe location for housing private information such as employment files, health documentation, and family photos and videos. However, for those who rely heavily on cloud storage, there are cloud security risks businesses and individuals should be aware of. From user error to cyber attacks, there's a lot to keep in mind when managing your cloud network security. That's why we've put together a comprehensive guide to the different cloud computing risks you should know in 2024 and 2025, as well as best practices to protect yourself. Need a quick and easy cloud security solution? You can contact us for more information. Cloud security risks, threats, and challenges. Giving a cloud service providers like Google Cloud or Azure or Oracle Cloud the responsibility of storing and protecting your confidential data can make some people uneasy. After all, you might have no idea how well CSPs are protecting the servers used to house your private photos, videos, and files. However, the truth is that giving up that bit of control can better protect your personal or professional information. CSPs have access to robust cloud cybersecurity technologies that may be inaccessible to regular people and businesses. This technology can better safeguard your information from malware and cyber attacks. But despite being considered a more secure method of storing sensitive information, cloud-based systems come with their own risks, threats, and challenges. Here are some of the most common cloud security issues. 1. Data breaches. Hackers are often after one thing: data. So why wouldn't they target the one place they could potentially steal tons of it? A data breach occurs when information is accessed without authorization. As individuals and organizations migrate to the cloud, data breaches are becoming more prevalent. The overwhelming amount of data CSPs store for people and businesses makes them a prime target for a data breach. Often performed by experienced cybercriminals in search of private information, this cloud security risk could put medical documents, financial records, and customer information in jeopardy. 2. Unmanaged attack surface. The term attack surface is a new concept born from cloud computing. Prior to the cloud, data was all stored in one location, so it was much easier to secure the perimeter around the data center. But cloud computing blurred the boundaries. The cloud is ever-changing, and it's not always clear where data is housed or who is responsible for it. Traditional asset discovery, risk assessment, and vulnerability management processes were developed when networks were more stable and centralized. They simply can't keep up with the speed at which new vulnerabilities and attack vectors arise in cloud computing. The sum of these vulnerabilities makes up the attack surface. Organizations have seen their attack surfaces expand by 67% in 2023, and 69% have been compromised by an unknown or poorly managed internet-facing asset. To limit your attack surface, classify your data both by sensitivity and security posture. Use two-factor authentication and encrypt sensitive data. Keep track of who has access to your documents. Delete any unused or exposed data stores. The idea is to only keep the data you need so it's easier to manage and identify the proper security measures for each file. 3. Data loss. Cloud-based systems can also fall victim to data loss, just like home and office networks. Data loss can happen as a result of a data breach, natural disaster, or a system-wide malfunction. Truly protecting your documents means reviewing your CSP's backup strategy to ensure there are steps in place to guarantee the cyber safety of your digital assets, taking the initiative to back up your data yourself, making the complete destruction of your data near impossible. 4. Insufficient access management. Access and identity management is used to authorize access to information stored in the cloud. It limits who has access to certain documents, where users are allowed to access documents, which devices are permitted access, from ensuring only safe devices are able to connect to your network to creating employee guidelines prohibiting the use of public Wi-Fi, limiting who has access and where is important for cloud cybersecurity. Insufficient access management of data stored in the cloud could result in valuable information ending up in the wrong hands. 5. Shadow it. You can't protect what you can't see, and that rings true for cloud security. Shadow IT is any information technology an employee uses without IT knowledge approval. This includes Peer-to-peer collaboration tools. Bluetooth-based sharing tools. Messaging apps. Personal laptops, phones, or tablets. The rapid migration to cloud services has made shadow IT a prevalent issue, exposing organizations to security hazards the company's IT department likely isn't aware of. 6. Hijacking. Ineffective security resources and protocols could potentially lead to the hijacking of a cloud network. Cloud account hijacking occurs when a cyberattacker manages to gain control of a cloud-based account. Cybercriminals use phishing scams and botnets to infiltrate and infect cloud-based systems, taking complete control once successful. Hackers can then steal your credentials and information, or in the case of a business, highly sensitive customer or corporate files. 7. Malware infections. Today's hackers have many means to infiltrate cloud-based systems. One of them is malware, a type of software that's installed on a computer without the user's consent in order to disrupt, damage, or take control of the system. Cybercriminals who wish to gain access to your cloud may use malware to trick the cloud service into thinking the malicious actor is a part of the system. Once the malware works in tandem with the cloud service, it is able to siphon, destroy, and withhold information as it pleases. 8. Insider threats. Unlike insufficient access management, insider threats refer to those who already have access to your cloud network. These users ignore the cloud cybersecurity rules you've put in place to protect your privacy and data. They could be websites you don't want your guests visiting or files employees shouldn't share outside of the company network. Protecting your cloud network starts with managing how people within your immediate circle utilize it. 9. Zero-day exploits. Information stored in the cloud, or any computer network or software application, is essentially managed in another organization's data center. For example, photos and videos you store in your iCloud are actually being stored on servers owned by Apple. This introduces the threat of zero-day exploits, which target vulnerabilities in popular software and cloud computing systems the vendor hasn't patched up. These attacks earn their name because developers essentially have 0 days to mitigate them once they've been detected. Zero-day exploits are especially difficult to protect against since even the most up-to-date cloud configuration can't stop them. Proceed to part 2 of this video for remaining details.